IceCold is a breakthrough engineered synthetic refrigerant catalyst consistently saving customers up to 20% and higher on their air conditioning and refrigeration use, with 20% less annual maintenance and 20% longer equipment life. IceCold is added to the air conditioner or refrigeration system just like adding Freon, providing colder vent air that cools off the space faster. The system runs less, thereby using less electricity, and the equipment lasts longer. How does IceCold work? It removes the oil fouling by breaking the oil's surface tension. It makes the refrigerant evaporate at a lower temperature, and it makes the compressor oil 54% higher in lubricity. Now, the problem is caused by oil fouling. Refrigeration systems with mechanical compressors circulate 0.5 to 8% of their compressor's lubricating oil with the refrigerant that is circulated through the system. This is where the inner walls of the refrigeration tubing are coated with a permanent layer of compressor oil. Due to the insulating properties of oil, the compressor oil insulates the heat transfer from the cold refrigerant to the heat exchange and cooling walls. Oil fouling degrades all system performance by up to 20% and higher, and all refrigeration compressor oils today cause oil fouling, impeding heat exchange. Before IceCold is applied, a layer of oil is attached to the walls of the compressor tubing, which significantly blocks heat transfer. When IceCold is applied, this synthetic catalyst breaks the surface tension of the compressor oil, thus eliminating oil fouling and increasing heat transfer. The refrigerant then makes a positive contact with the tubing walls, thus promoting the transfer of heat. The IceCold catalyst causes the refrigerant to evaporate at a lower temperature. It's a trade secret synthetic compound that acts as a catalyst to make fluorocarbon refrigerants evaporate at a lower temperature. No oil fouling and lower evaporating temperature result in 15 to 30% increase in your system's capacity. It means more and faster cooling. IceCold makes the compressor oil 54% higher in lubricity. It's a cutting-edge PAO lubricant that is 5 generations newer than Mobil 1, and it makes compressors run cooler and last longer. In fact, 7-Eleven recently reported that IceCold saves 1.3 million pounds of CO2 every year at its refrigerated warehouses. Now, what about equipment warranty? The Federal Trade Commission's Magnuson-Moss Act assures that your equipment warranty cannot be canceled. Now, what is the cost and what is the payback to you? Well, the cost of installation depends on your compressor size. It's cost effective because the payback comes in less than 1 year. Your return on investment is at least 500%, and IceCold lasts the lifetime of your system. We've had both successful pilots and full installations with many major corporations. Now, what is the typical savings for applying IceCold? Well, here you can see some of our corporate customers and the specific savings that they all report just by using IceCold in their systems. And what about third-party validation? Intertek showed 54% more lubricity after IceCold was added. Westinghouse showed a 21.8% increase in efficiency. Independent tests were run by Idemitsu, the world's largest leading compressor oil manufacturer. So what's the risk to you? Nothing. IceCold gives you colder vent air. It will save you 10% or more on air conditioning or refrigeration costs or your money back. And we've made thousands of installations, all of them successful. Now, there are other products out there, but none are synthetic catalysts. They do not remove oil fouling. They do not lower evaporating temperature. They do not significantly increase efficiency. And some PROAs contain harmful chlorine and wax. Some are not synthetic and should not be added to any newer systems with synthetic POE and PAG oils. Now let's mention what IceCold is not. IceCold engineered refrigerant catalyst technology is not like any of the refrigerant additive packages that have been offered since 1986. It is not an additive, it is a catalyst. Additives artfully change the oil. It is not toxic or hazardous, and it can be legally shipped by air. It's not just a lubricant like some others, and it does not break down into chlorine or sulfuric acids after 1 to 4 years. It does not have any EPA disposal problems. It does not contain any form of chlorinated or sulfonated compounds, and it does not void your equipment warranty. It is not a purchased package from an additive supplier. It is compatible with modern synthetic compressor oils. Mineral oil-based refrigerant additives and PROAs are not compatible. It does not contain any solids like many of the additives do, and it does not have ingredients that can damage the ozone layer. Finally, it's not an overbalanced TBN component. Now, what IceCold is. First, it works every time. The payback is under 1 year. It lasts the lifetime of your coils. It's a trade secret. It is unique because it's a catalyst, and it is synthetic. For more information, contact us today.